Time's up, I done touchdown. I'm high stepping for the touchdown. I stay repping for the slums where the young bucks started loaded up just to bust rounds.
Hello, everybody, and thank you for tuning in to the AFC South Fan Battle Podcast. My name is Samantha Wernet. Joining us this evening are commentators. For the Texans, we have Matthew Briggs.
What up, everybody?
That was the most exciting that I've heard you this season so far. I'm really proud of you.
I'm in a good mood today for some reason. I don't know why. But
I mean, acceptance is
not
the
because of
first
football
step.
team, I'll tell you that. But, I'm in a good mood.
Acceptance
really
is the
has to
first
do
step
with
to
this.
recovery.
It really has to do with our topic for the Texans today.
Yeah. Look, Chris Will's not on here, okay? You got me.
Oh, no.
Joining us for the Titans, we have DC Hall.
Happy to be back for the second time. Let's get it done. Let's get it going.
You know what, DC? We hope you come on more because for the past few weeks, we've had to say representing the Titans, we have Duke's mayonnaise because nobody's been here. So,
All right. Well, yeah, I'm definitely happy to be on, and I'm definitely happy to continue to flow. So,
heck
Let's get
yeah.
Yeah. Titans commentators been like Titans in the playoffs. Just disappear.
Yeah, they just fall off.
Yeah.
Oofta.
Joining us for the Colts, we have Harish Nookala.
Welcome to General Hospital. Please go ahead and take a seat over there and fill out your paperwork. Carson Wentz will be there for a while, so you can go visit him now.
Your residential physician for this evening is Andrew Luck. He retired and became a physician.
Your nurse is Peyton Manning. And the hospital administrator is Ryan Grigson, who nobody likes. And that's why we sent him there.
And Frank Reich's not here because he has COVID. Anyways.
Actually, he came back today, so that's not relevant.
Oh, my bad. Representing the Jaguars, we have Justin Gonzalez.
Hey, look, the only starting quarterback that's going to be a quarterback in the whole division. You know, Deshaun Watson won't be playing because that. Unfortunately, Carson Wentz got hurt, and Ryan Tannehill doesn't throw the ball. So,
Yeah.
we're going to talk about that.
And the only starting quarterback in the league likes to throw it to the other team, as we found out today. Whoops, got him.
Ooh, ouch.
Well, let's just go ahead and start it off. Harish, we already got a comment coming in. Colts quarterback injured. Welcome to Groundhog Day.
What's up,
There's rumors that Nick Foles is interested.
Yeah,
I
the Colts already shut that shit down.
I read an article of 3 trades the Jaguars could make for the Colts to have Gardner Minshew, and I was laughing hysterically and actually showed Hank because one of them was DeForest Buckner.
Yeah. Whoever wrote that article, by the way, great satirical article, but if that was really factual, they need to be fired immediately.
Yeah, I was dumbfounded by that. But anyways, what's going on? Give us an update.
There's no update. So there's a lot of weird things to this, right? So Carson, we found out today, obviously when Frank Reich comes back, he gives us all the news. Apparently this is a lingering issue.
Comes back from what? Update everybody.
Yeah. It's a lingering issue that happened back in high school. Apparently over the last 15 years, no other coach or GM decided to address it. So they gave him off to the Colts, and the Colts were like, "Hey, did anybody else notice this for the last 15 years?" And we're no. So hey, we get the bulk of it. 5 to 12 weeks is the recovery time. 5 weeks would put him out. He'll be back week 1. 12 weeks would put him at week 7. So my guess, if I were to make an educated guess, is probably the wheelhouse around 6 to 8 weeks. So that puts us like week 2 or week 3. He was going to try to just walk it off, and basic Colts were like, yeah, no, fuck that. Let's just get it over with. So, yeah, that's kind of where the state of things is.
I have a question.
I asked if you were sad, but my mic was muted again. Go ahead, Justin.
All right, so this is the thing that I have a question for, right? Like, for so long, the Colts had no question at quarterback, with Manning, then Luck. But it seems like with Luck, they can never find the pieces to put around the quarterback to really just be the Super Bowl caliber juggernaut, as other teams are. Okay. Now that all the peripherals around the quarterback is like stout. Offensive line, defense great, running backs great, wide receivers are decent. Okay. But the Colts can't figure out the quarterback situation. Okay. Which problem would you rather have? If you're a Colts, would you rather have a great quarterback with the peripherals being average, or having a great team with a mediocre quarterback or an average quarterback?
I mean, if we take a look at the Colts history, right? They both end up being the same goddamn thing. We had two great quarterbacks, couldn't pit teams around them. Peyton Manning should have won 6 Super Bowls, but we could never get a defense behind him.
Sure.
Right? We always even that 2007 season, like people give us so much. That defense was not very good. It just got hot at the right time.
Right.
Right.
It found enough to get you guys to where you needed to go.
Exactly, but we rode that same defense for another 2 or 3 years, and it still basically fucked us over, right? If you look, obviously we'll go back and talk about history, but the Colts can't stay healthy worth the shit, right? Even those defenses back then, Bob Sanders could never stay healthy. There was always something wrong with the running back or a wide receiver or something, right? The defense could never stay healthy. Andrew Luck couldn't stay healthy. Ryan Grigson is fucking dumb shit and never protected Andrew Luck, right? He would have rather traded first round picks for fucking Trent Richardson. So Ryan Grigson became a problem. Then we got Chris Ballard. He fixed a lot of the problems, right? He got a great team around him. And then Andrew Luck still couldn't stay. This team hasn't been healthy in 8 years. Let's be realistic.
I want to say something because throughout the group, all I see is Colts fans, praise salary cap. We have a lot of money this, we have a lot of money that, right? My question for you would be, why didn't you guys go after Matthew Stafford last season? So you guys did.
They did. We got outbid by the Rams.
A lot.
By a lot. The Rams gave up a fuck ton. I don't know. I don't think you realize how
The Lions took the Rams
this offseason. He wasn't available last offseason. He wasn't available until this offseason.
Yeah, the Lions took the Rams to the bank twice. The Lions did them dirty.
Well, basically, the Colts offered something, and the Rams basically tripled it.
Yeah, because Patricia was married to Stafford, and when Patricia left, the writing was on the wall. They needed to reset.
It wasn't me, it was Patricia.
Right, but then now I feel like the Rams have invested so much capital in Stafford that McVay and the rest of that bunch, if they don't go to the Super Bowl and win a Super Bowl in the next 3 years, I think they're gone with Stafford as well. So.
Yeah, I mean, those teams are boom or bust at this point, right? The Titans, and we'll talk about that in here a little bit. The Rams. I don't think the salary. The other problem is I don't think people realize Braden Smith moved to right tackle market, so that took actually a bunch of our salary cap. Now that his extension's been signed, Darius Leonard and Big Q, they're both moving the market, right? So yeah, we have all the salary cap and we praise it, but we have to realize as the salary cap and the numbers continue to get pushed by those positions, our salary cap will basically be decimated.
Well, yeah, because you got Big Q
spend that money. Sorry, man.
Big Q is going to get big guard money. He's going to get the top guard money in the league.
He's the best guard. Yeah,
it's probably going to be surprised that Leonard gets the best linebacker money.
19-20 mil.
Leonard, we don't know what Leonard's extension is, but it's going to be like 19, 20, 21.
Yeah.
Big Q is probably going to be like 22, 23. So yeah, we do have but the cap money was there for a reason because you have to pay these guys.
Yeah.
Right? This is the core of your team.
They're going to eat up a good portion of it.
Right. This is the core of your team. And then we still have, I think we still hold a debt. Actually, no, we don't. We only have like $40,000 or $50,000 in dead cap, which is awesome, right? That's called managing the cap, right? When we say manage the cap, that's basically what that means, right? But it's that cap space that we have. It looks fantastic today, but after next offseason, it's basically all gone.
Well, let me read some comments from the group. Of course, it's Chris Norton and Josh Sr. mainly, and Chris Jackson, our favorite other host. Great team, average quarterback is one. Average quarterback, great team. Keep it in the franchise. It wasn't the cap. It was draft capital. And then Chris Jackson said Matt Stafford went for a whole lot. Goff and 2 firsts and additional picks. Yeah. So I have a question though, Harish.
Because I want him at Stafford 100%.
Nick Foles or Gardner Minshew?
Neither.
Gotta pick one. You gotta pick
I'm not picking either one. You want to know who I want? I want Jacob Eason. If my options are Nick Foles or Gardner Minshew, I'll take Jacob Eason because our record will be the same with all three.
Well, why not Nick Foles? He already knows that system.
Yeah, exactly.
He's also terrible. No.
Under Frank Reich, he's not.
No. Look, listen, I don't want any. And I saw Nick Foles' interview today. Well, basically, so Nick Foles has actually been trying to get to the Colts for like 2 years now.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because he looks good under Frank Reich.
And today he was like all over Frank Reich. Oh, Frank Reich's like the greatest thing. Bro, Nick, my guy.
Talking about that in an interview, a press conference.
Nick Foles is never, ever, ever in his career able to put together a full season.
Yeah, so it's such a small sample size when he played with the Eagles and had that run. Like,
exactly.
Like, it's such a small sample size.
Well, yeah, but like Harish said, so it's either week 1 or week 7, right?
Yeah.
That's still a small sample size for.
But what draft capital are you giving up for that sample size is the thing.
Sixers.
I don't know if he loves Reich as much as he does, he might be like, hey, give me, I'll take that Bill O'Brien special. Just give me some Skittles and like a ham sandwich and we'll call it a day.
I think right now though it's a wait and see. I think the Colts are erring the side of Nick. Carson won't be out for that long. Again, 5 to 12 weeks is a wide range of time, right?
That's very wide.
It's such a weird range of time. 5 to 12 weeks.
The rumors have been too that he's just not meshing well with the players. Do you think that has something to do with it?
Who?
At all? Wentz. Yeah. Like,
what rumors are you getting that from?
I don't recall. There's just people that are saying he's not meshing. Like they're not fond of him per se.
I think I've seen
I've seen the exact opposite.
Yeah. Oh,
so I feel like you just made that.
No, I literally didn't make it up. I swear to you, I read it somewhere.
He was literally in Texas with all of his wide receivers last month, and they were
that's
basically training together.
I'm glad that he's trying to be like Trevor Lawrence, but like no, I'm not lying. I really did read that, and it could have been wrong, and that could have been meant or whatever.
You're definitely wrong.
Well,
100%.
I'm not you. I don't claim to always be right. So,
I mean, it's easy to claim to be right when you're right most of the time. So,
yes.
Yeah.
So you said Jacob Eason is your quarterback you want?
Yeah, I mean, I guess so. I mean, look, at some point you have to know what you got, and all the. So we have all these young guys. A lot of them haven't really played. At some point, you got to know what you have in these young guys.
Harish, I have a comment from the group that I think you would like to hear.
I know what it is too.
I'm gonna read it, and
is
then
it Chris Royals' comment? I'm literally looking.
I was gonna say I'm gonna read the comment, then I'll let you guess who said it, but you already guessed correctly because you're always right. So,
Chris Royal is historically from a bad franchise, so we should never take any of his history of anything.
Whoa, guy, whoa!
Hey, yikes!
I know you're mad, but don't take it on my whole organization, all right?
Listen, Chris Royal's organization gave up Skittles for a top 5 receiver.
Yeah,
so we should never listen to that.
No, organization didn't do it. Bill O'Brien did. Let's get that.
Okay.
Bill O'Brien is a representative.
Let me read the comment. Yeah, hold on, Matt. Time out. Back up. You can't say Bill O'Brien and blame all that when you talk about the Jaguars, and that was all Dave Caldwell. So stop.
I never said anything about the Jaguars.
Today.
Yeah,
today.
Chris Royal, hold on, time out. Chris Royal says, sometimes you have to pay the price to get the best options. Tampa paid the cost. Broncos paid the cost with Manning. The Rams paid the cost with Stafford. Ballard always stops short of greatness.
I don't know, man.
Is he wrong? I don't know if he's wrong. Like, but again, we don't have all this capital people think we do. Like, we really don't. Like, we were never going to give up 4 first-round picks. It's not happening.
Yeah.
Ballard values the draft too much.
And if you did,
whether you like it or not, whether you look, we came from a situation where we took risk and it bit us in the ass. So Ballard came in knowing we gave up first-round picks for players. We gave up second-round picks for players under the Ryan Grigson era, and Andrew Luck is retired. Ballard's not making that same mistake. He's basically taking a different approach. Do I like it? Oh, it is what it is. I'm not saying he hasn't, but we have taken risks, right? DeForest Buckner was a risk you gave up, and it was a risk that turned out really well. You know, what are some other? Danico Autry was a good risk that they took, right? They signed him off the streets, and he was valuable for the 3 years he was here. But you know, Ballard's not going to do what Ryan Grigson did. He's the exact opposite, and I don't understand why other teams of other fans have done these risks and are telling Ballard that they have to take these risks because, again, you're in a franchise that hasn't really done anything with finally getting a franchise quarterback. So
they signed Brock Osweiler. Oh my!
Is that speaking directly to the Jaguars?
Contract.
No, this is the Texans. They signed that.
Okay.
Yeah, they signed Brock Osweiler to a $94 million contract.
I
But
gotcha.
we want to talk about taking risks.
Go ahead,
Okay,
DC. I
thanks-
didn't mean to
thanks for the
interrupt you.
listeners.
I didn't mean to interrupt you.
That was the
Look, I'm not saying that was a bad move on the Texans part,
that was a terrible.
but he was one of the hottest free agents. Let's not say he wasn't.
He was never. He was
the
a hot
hottest free agent.
Of
after
course he
retired.
was. Yeah.
So okay, so don't say that it was a terrible. Yeah, it became a terrible move, but he wanted that money, and
He was never worth $94 million.
the Broncos were going to double it. So and it wasn't 94; it was 72 guaranteed. The Broncos were going to double it, but he wanted to go to Houston instead of being Peyton Manning's shadow. So
You know what?
Everybody makes bad moves. We can sit here and say, "Oh, Trent Richardson's move was terrible." Everyone
was
makes a
terrible.
decision.
It was terrible from the get-go.
I'm gonna remember that as soon as you guys start talking about the Titans. I'm gonna remember that.
Well, since Matt has so much to say and he wants to talk about bad moves, we're going to move on to the Texans. Matt.
Terrible. No, actually, the two rookies are looking amazing in camp. With Harish already said Brevin Jordan. He talks.
I love Brevin
Yeah,
Jordan.
he's looking amazing. He's beating one-on-one coverage. The only bad thing is in team practice, they're not doing great, but they are beating on one-on-ones. Nico Collins, Brevin Jordan, they're the breakouts. Deshaun Watson did show up. He's been playing safety. He's been playing quarterback. And I think they also had him line up on the line as an offensive tackle. So what the hell they're doing with Deshaun Watson? Have no the fuck idea. Maybe that's why he was at Houston. Like safety.
I'm assuming that's punishment. I don't
know, but he did get hurt today.
Shocking.
They said that he went through there to the tent and was pointing at his foot. Maybe they needed to bring a masseuse in there to rub it down. I don't know, but
foots are fine. Groins are not okay.
right, okay, but yeah, they said it's okay, but
Well, if you Carson Wentz, it's not. But
yeah, he's not gonna be out.
Yeah, maybe he has a foot injury he's had for the last 15 years. Nobody fucking diagnosed.
Could be, but
I don't know. That sounds like an excuse to me. I don't know. I don't like that.
something doesn't.
I mean, it stemmed from that injury.
You can't be playing on the foot like that for 15 years since high school.
It stems from that injury. That's the doctor that did this surgery on Wentz is the same doctor that did the same surgery on Mahomes in the offseason.
Okay.
So I trust his diagnosis.
but going back to
I'm guessing Chris Royal was present at the practice. He said the Texans fans started chanting, "We want Deshaun."
Yeah,
we want Deshaun,"
I was about
He saluted the fans. Y'all aren't gonna like it if Watson changes his mind.
Chris Royal lives in
I'm about to
delusion.
say that
we shouldn't worry about that.
They did start that we want Watson chant,
He is.
but they said it didn't stay long.
Yeah,
So
he's out.
yeah,
Sorry.
the trade talks for Miami and Philadelphia are getting more and more. So
Yeah, get to call it a day.
As soon as
I don't think we're getting to it. I honestly don't think we're getting to it. I don't think the Dolphins want to give up to it just because of the uncertainty.
Well, 2 first-round picks and a quarterback is what it's going to take for Deshaun.
I think Howard wants out. He wants to come to Miami. Perfect fit for Casario.
But why would he go? Why would he go from a team that's on the way to a team that's not on the way?
Who?
He wants out. I mean,
David Howard.
Oh, I don't. You're gonna go for a corner when you don't have a quarterback? Like I don't know, man.
well, Tua is the answer.
No, but you're rebuilding. Don't think you're anywhere close to a playoff
Right.
team.
So why not get a solid cornerback and then build from the draft?
A 27-year-old cornerback that maybe has 2 more prime years before he turns into Josh Norman.
Or it can turn into a Richard Sherman that is still
Sure.
I mean, if you did something,
it could be a Stephon Gilmore. I mean,
if you did something like that had like draft deals in it, like a multifaceted deal, that wouldn't be a bad deal, right? Like not just player for player.
Yeah, they're two first rounds, 2 second round, and Xavier Howard. I'll take it. Why not?
But you guys have needs all over your roster. Isn't just one.
Yeah, but if you're getting multiple first round picks back, I mean, the good thing is, Bill O'Brien isn't there to give out all the draft picks this season, right? So they have a first, a second, and a third. So you add some more first to that. You've got like 2 or 3 over the next 2 or 3 years. Again, it's a rebuild, right? Rebuilds don't happen in a season. So they have
I'm not saying it is. But why not help? That Howard is going to help build the rebuild. Is it not?
And worst comes to worst, Howard has 1 year left on his deal, 2 years left. He just
they re-signed him the extension. I think 4 years or 5 years.
That was what, last year?
Yeah. So
he's going to be there.
Right. But everybody keep Vince. For some reason, he said that we need help in every spot. Not really. I mean, O-line's solid. Yeah, O-line's really solid. Defense have a lot of different. Huh?
Going to be quarterback soon.
Well, yeah. I mean, quarterback and running back is all we really need, and we get that in the draft next year.
And you could get a cornerback in the draft next year. Why you want to go after Howard with that contract he has?
Why? Well, okay, if you can get a proven player already.
Derek Stingley. Yep, Derek Stingley.
I want Derek Stingley. I do. But if you can get out of that trade for a player that doesn't want to be there, Deshaun Watson, and you get a proven top 5 cornerback out of Howard, why not do it?
No, I get what you're saying. I mean,
I get what he's saying. I just don't agree with that theory. I get what he's saying, though. It makes sense. I just don't agree with it.
Because if we can say draft one in the draft, okay, there's been tons of top 5 cornerbacks that have been drafted. They don't pan out.
What's
D. Milner for the Jets never pan out. I mean, you can go on and on. There's many cornerbacks that don't pan out. Howard has panned out. Howard is solid.
No. I get what you're saying, but to my point, with the Colts, and this is the last thing I'll say, is that you don't want to have a great quarterback and the peripherals be average, right? And then you don't want to have an above average peripherals and the quarterback be shit, because you're wasting that clock between both of them. You're just wasting. You need to get them at the same time. And I think that's why you unload Watson and try to get the best quarterback that is coming out of the draft next year, which may be Spencer Rattler, and build around him and fuck Xavier Howard. Sorry.
Right. So then why go after Tua? If you're going to get your future quarterback,
do you want my opinion? Who you guys should go
tickets.
After? Huh? You want my opinion? Who you should go after?
Gardner Minshew.
No, of course not.
Who?
I want him to stay in Jacksonville just so I can look at him. There's one person who I think would be great. And I don't even think he'd have to try out. He could just, walk on. They probably wouldn't. He'd probably pay to do it. No, Chris Royal. He knows Deshaun Watson, hand and foot. He knows everything about him. He probably has all the plays.
He'd be better than fucking Tyrod Taylor and Davis Mills. I mean,
just have Chris Royal get on the team.
Fuck. But everybody's like, their roster's complete trash. Not really. Shaq Larson is a good pickup.
You guys,
Kirkson's a good pickup.
I mean, Tyrod Taylor's hurt a lot, but is he a bad backup?
No, he's not. He just can't stay healthy.
Tyrod Taylor's trash. He's trash. Yeah.
He can't get the ball downfield.
Are you talking about the same Tyrod Taylor that took the Bills to the playoffs?
Yeah. That lost to the Jaguars in the playoffs, but still, because he got hurt.
They ran the ball. They didn't use his arm. Are you kidding me?
What are you talking about? He threw for 32
yards. Jacksonville.
But if you don't,
when the final score is 12-9,
he threw the ball 3,200 yards, 28 touchdowns, and 12 interceptions that year. That's all the Texans need.
Yeah, you took them to the playoffs. You guys aren't expecting an extravagant year, so why not utilize what you have and not take up any cap space and see what happens?
That's what Caserio's doing. That's what he has to do.
I guess I have a question.
You got to take a play from the Jaguars playbook. Just always do slightly less than average, like signing Blake Bortles, and then you'll be great like we are one day. But
okay. Look, I'm not saying we're going 17-0 like Chris Rowe and all these other diehard fans, but there's no way in hell we're going 0-17, especially when we play the Jaguars twice.
Oh, please. That's a week loss for you guys.
I think you are legit going like 3-14 or 2-15. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, it's going to be bad.
The best ceiling for me is 5 games. The worst.
That's fair.
I was going to say the most 5 games.
I mean,
under 5.
The good thing is we play the Jets. We play I don't see the Patriots being this juggernaut, and
they're going to beat
the Patriots.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Well, I mean, we're talking about Miami, right? What about Philly? Like, what does Philly have to offer that they can send back?
They're talking all draft picks.
Yeah.
Oh, they just want to draft it up?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be a better option?
I'd rather take a solid player. Like, again, draft capital is great to have, but you never know what's going to happen. You never know.
That's fair, but as a rebuild,
can draft,
you need as much draft capital as you need.
I get that, but
because you guys haven't had anything, so you might as well get everything you can.
You didn't have anything last year,
right? You're right. We didn't have, but we did have some in the past, and we never had. Name me another one pick that turned out when we had after Deshaun Watson.
Well, that's bad. That's bad front office play. That's not good that the draft is bad.
That helps my statement.
No, it just shows how shitty of an organization your team is.
Listen,
why put that in their hands when you have a solid player already?
Then why say you trust Nick Caserio if you don't want to put it in his hands?
Listen, before we throw Chris into absolute delusion because he believes that Watson isn't going anywhere. Matt, give us your final thoughts so we can move on to the Titans.
Yeah, we're going to go best. We're going to win 5 games. I mean, I hate to say it, but truth is truth. But I think I
didn't think you'd talk about the Cardinals like that.
Oh, Cardinals are going 10-6. I don't know what we're talking about.
No, I don't see it.
You mean 10-7?
Yeah, there you go. I keep forgetting that last game.
Yeah, it's going to be so weird.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that is God.
Yeah.
No.
It's gonna. Okay, it took me long enough to never mind.
You guys know it's about to be 18 games, right? It's going to be 18 games in like the next 2 or 3 years.
I know.
No preseason.
Yeah, with no with like a 2-game preseason.
Yeah, 1-2.
I mean, which would be better anyways for money.
For money, it's
teams.
excellent. Yeah,
why not? Anyways, all right, moving on. DC, the Titans.
So
Julio Jones. Start off with Julio Jones.
Okay, so Julio Jones have adapted well. He's looked really great. He's getting along with the rest of the receiving corps. He seems to have a good rapport with Ryan Tannehill. But earlier today, he had somewhat of a slight injury. It wasn't nothing serious. He was able to get off the field. He's going to be back tomorrow. Offensively, though, I haven't really been paying attention to the Titans that much. Defensively is what I've been focusing on. And Jackrabbit has been the star of training camp so far when it comes to the defensive side of the ball. He's been playing really well. Intercepting Ryan Tannehill a lot, keeping up with the younger receivers on the Titans. He's been doing it all. So, I've just been very happy about that. And Caleb Farley is back too. So that was a plus watching him practice earlier.
Has it been confirmed that Julio's coming back tomorrow?
He should be back tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, I know they.
Yeah. Well, what was the injury?
He was hit
on Twitter that said he was going to be back tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah, I know. He was hit awkwardly, I guess, and fell, and then he promptly left. And Vrabel's exact verbatim was when they said when they asked him about it, he's like, "Yeah, sure." The head trainer said he wanted to have him go inside. We wanted to get him some team reps, which we did. We'll see where he's at tomorrow and see how he looks. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, so what was the injury?
He'll be back real soon. Say that again?
They're not really saying. He just felt weird. So I think his neck, right? Wasn't he pulled down by his neck?
His neck?
Yeah.
That doesn't sound very
Was it his back?
good.
Let me double check. I want to say he was pulled down by his neck in the end zone.
So it wasn't his neck and it wasn't his back. Was it his
or something like that?
anus
What do you-
crack?
What?
Oh,
I see what you did
Did he
there.
rip his asshole in half? Like, what was the injury?
it definitely was the upper body injury. I think it was more so like the shoulder blade area. I'm not too sure, but yeah.
I'd be very curious. Again, they're obviously playing it like down, like the Colts played down Carson's injury. DC, you and I will probably be on the same page. We both feel like we're close, right? We went and got these players to kind of get there and get to that piece. So,
Yeah.
like getting players like this, and then coincidentally, both of the top guys that we brought in are hurt, right? Like it sucks, right?
Yeah.
So people making fun of injuries and all this other nonsense is like, dude, like it sucks. Like you put you think you have the piece, and that piece is the one that's and without a lack of a better word to say it, suffering, right?
Yeah.
It sucks. So, I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just trying to understand what the injury is.
No. Like it was undisclosed, which is why I went with.
Yeah, they really don't know.
Yeah.
But can we also talk about the money laundering?
This
Oh.
that is not football related. This has
So it is football related. Julio Jones plays for your team. He plays football.
okay. So yes, it's football related in that sense, but when it comes to the game, it's not related at all.
Listen,
Like,
that's not the kind.
Is that something to worry about?
Easy. What
No,
what podcast did you think you were on? We don't sit here and talk football and stats. We talk shit.
Oh no, I get it. I'm
Talk your shit.
That's all it is. But no,
Talk your shit.
all jokes aside though, I don't think that this will impact anything during the regular season at all. This is something that can be handled outside of it. I don't think it's going to have anything to do with his game or whatnot. No.
So can I tell the viewers who don't know what happened?
Okay, tell him what
I
happened.
know you don't want to. It makes you sad.
No,
It's okay.
Go ahead.
I had Justin Blackman on my team. Okay, like I get it.
Yeah, they didn't think that was a big deal either.
Julio Jones is being sued for fraud and money laundering when he sold a bunch of weed on the black market.
Yeah.
Oh,
So basically, what he did was
Thousands of pounds.
he took pounds of weed from somebody and sold it to everybody else without cutting in the people.
what a guy!
Yeah.
So
Sounds like
basically
an
Breaking Bad.
entrepreneur. Yeah.
We're basically Breaking Bad.
Him
Okay,
and his
cool.
partner just basically burned him. It's
Yeah.
Breaking Bad, The Wire, everything you could think of.
But the
FYI,
funny
that
thing
didn't
is-
end too well for Breaking Bad. I'm just letting you know.
The funny thing is, this is like
Yeah,
the third time this guy's suing Julio, and every time he's lost.
He also came out with a public proclamation this week that he wanted to play for the Jaguars because he wore Waffle House cleats to practice.
I feel like the worst thing that can happen from this is Julio goes broke, based on what I just heard.
He owns so much real estate in Atlanta. Like he's
Yeah,
very business savvy in that sense.
I mean, from like a legal perspective,
He's
like,
got to do something because he
that guy
definitely
would just
doesn't
get a bunch of money, right?
Oh
he doesn't
yeah.
have looks going
Well, he-
for him. So
I see.
That guy has lost every.
Probably facing like a tax penalty at worst, but
Well, like I said,
Um,
this guy has sued him twice already and lost both times.
oh, the guy that sued him lost. I thought you meant Julio
yeah.
lost. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, then, yeah.
No.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It's probably a non-issue, honestly.
yeah, I don't think this thing has wheels. So yeah, especially going into the season, it's not going that at all.
It's not as bad as Deshaun Watson. We'll just say that.
No.
That whole Deshaun Watson thing is just crazy, yo. Like it's But how I feel is he's not the only NFL player doing what he's doing.
No.
No,
I mean, we had it. No, Justin, calm down. You did have a player on the Jaguars who was growing pounds of weed in his home.
When it was illegal.
Well,
that
wait.
was illegal.
No,
wasn't-
no,
it
he's talking
wasn't
about
him.
Deshaun Watson.
He's talking about Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, I'm talking about Deshaun Watson. I don't think he's
sploozing on people's face. No, there's no other NFL player sploozing on people's face unwantedly.
No, I'm talking about as far as messing with females.
Oh, yeah,
they
I thought you were talking about. I thought you were talking about
all-
Justin Blackman.
So what makes Deshaun Watson different? That he got a fetish? You know what I'm saying? Like,
He likes to splooze on people's face without telling them. I mean,
but it was without consent. I think that's
it was
difference
without
here.
consent.
But
I think
was
that's the
it?
difference.
But was it?
We don't know.
We
We're
don't
not
know.
gonna we're not gonna go down that route.
You're never gonna know that.
Before Chris Royal blows up our chat. We're not gonna go down that route.
Yeah. You know what? I will comment this. That is his karma for cheating on that beautiful girlfriend of his, regardless of what happened.
With the porn
So.
star.
Is she? I don't think she's a porn star.
No, she's
His
not.
girlfriend? No,
Yeah.
she's not.
Oh, okay.
She's gorgeous
But-
and he cheated on her. So that's what you get. That's why you keep it in your pants, fellas. Anyways, anything else to add for the Titans?
Well, no, I just wanted to talk about Caleb Farley as well. And I also wanted to throw shots at Harish because Harish during the draft, when it was happening, was just talking, he just basically had all these back jokes. You know?
He's basically practiced for 2 hours. You don't really know what he has. And he's also weak late.
He originally got injured, right?
I don't really care how he originally got injured. That's not the point of this group.
Playing football.
Facts don't matter in this group. We just say whatever we want.
Yeah. He didn't injure his back playing football. He injured his back lifting weights.
That's fine. I don't really care how he did it. Just the fact that he did it.
Yeah, the only injury he
facts don't matter.
Outside of is a leg injury. I think like a knee injury or something.
Awesome. Back and leg. No big deal. He'll be all right. Don't worry about it.
No, but
You're
I
right,
really
You're right.
watching Caleb. And the only way I could watch him was through Instagram or the Titans website. I couldn't get much footage. I just wish I was there live, so that way.
I think that's what's really strange, right? They allow people to come to these training camps live, but they don't allow reporters to record video and post it on the internet, or they don't show them live streaming the practices. I've always found that interesting. Just a complete side note, but that's all right. Michael Pittman Jr. is going to moss Caleb Farley anyway, so it doesn't matter. Anyway, next.
I don't think Michael Pittman is a 1,000-yard receiver.
Oh, he's 100. You're going to find out real quick how big good of a receiver he's going to be.
He's a receiver. I just don't know if he's number one receiver right now.
I think he has the ability to be. I think he was limited in his route tree last year.
Yeah,
obviously he only ran drag routes. I think he was a very good receiver at USC.
He's too big to be running drag routes, man.
Yeah, he'll definitely be running more routes this year. I've been watching it, so there should be. I think he's gonna have a good year. I wasn't sure at first, but based on what I've seen so far, I think he's gonna have a good year.
I think Pascal is you guys' best receiver.
I think he's our most reliable receiver. There's a big difference.
I could agree with that also.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's it for Titans news. I don't have anything else.
Sam,
Cool story. Justin.
Can we talk about interception Lawrence now?
Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's hit it.
Yeah, let's talk about first of all, let's talk about the story that's being blown out of proportion, please.
Okay. Yep, go ahead.
And that is the Urban Meyer and Jaguars subpoenas.
I don't care.
Wait, what?
We have
Sorry. That was probably a little cold. I didn't mean that towards you, Sam. I just don't care. Like, fine us, do whatever. Who gives a shit? They hit each other. Whatever.
No. The University of Iowa was sending subpoena.
Is that about the racist?
Yeah.
Strength coach still don't care. Fired him. Did the right thing. Shouldn't have hired him. That was stupid. They fixed it. They didn't keep him on the team longer than they should have.
48 hours to be exact.
Yeah. They went in and got, I guess, the University of Iowa was trying to get more details about it and that kind of stuff. Good. Let that guy never get a job ever again in any type of sports industry. Okay.
Well, no, I don't understand is they're subpoenaing us to get more information on why he was hired, claiming that Urban Meyer knew about it when they paid him a $1.1 $1 million settlement. So
you can say that, but I mean, I don't know. Like Urban Meyer was busy at Ohio State at that time. You know what I mean? So like, I don't know how much detail. Like, hey, if he talked to the players or the other coaches and that kind of stuff, and you don't know if there's a good old boy mentality where unfortunately that kind of stuff is kept in house and not really relinquished, but it should be. But get the guy out of the league, get him out of a job, like get him out of football. No one needs that shit. You know what I mean? But on a lighter note, I know we're going to talk about the interceptions today. I don't really care about the interceptions. I'm happy they happened because it means the defense is doing their job. And keeping us honest, because the 2 days before that, or the day before that, on 7-on-7 drills, I believe that let me check the stats. Out of like the 11 passes he threw, four of them were for touchdowns, and I think he went for like 10 for 11, and he was the best Jaguars quarterback that day. So I think when it comes down to it, I'm happy. He's going to make mistakes. He's young, you know what I mean. But I think Go ahead.
I read from John Shipley. He said two of them were one was Shark's fault, and the other one was what was that receiver Jimmy Smith had
Colin Johnson.
Colin Johnson. They both missed the cut. The route. It was their fault.
I ain't worried about it.
The other one was a pass deflection that went for an interception.
I wish everybody could see Justin's face right now.
I ain't worried about it.
And the other one was just a missed on ball. So I mean, nothing to be upset about.
Yeah, there was a pass.
Look, stop taking the fun away out of it, man.
Hold on, can I make a comment really fast?
No, he's gonna be. Go ahead.
Let me make this comment really quick. Somebody earlier said, "Where's the real Titans fan?" Which they're making fun of John Ha. And then somebody just commented, "Actually, he's probably on a Falcons podcast, or maybe a Seahawks, or was it Packers? Fuck, I don't know."
That's probably Donnie Stingley.
Shout out to John Hall. Probably Donnie Stingley. Actually, it is Johnny Stingley.
So what I'm gonna do is that I'll retweet this tonight before it gets too late. But Trevor Lawrence threw a pass, and this pass I literally thought was going out of bounds. Was literally going out of bounds, and Marvin Jones caught it and somehow got 2 feet in, and it was like this far from like going out of bounds. Like it was literally probably one of the best like missed throw. I don't know what you want to call it, but I'm excited. Because kind of to echo our conversation with the Colts earlier, like we've never had an opportunity to have a quarterback that's actually like superior in his skill set coming out of college than some pro players are at this moment. So it's definitely nice to have that. And with Urban's culture right now, which I'm not a big Urban fan in itself, but he's doing things to get the community involved. And one of the things I saw, like after practice is over and the players are going into the clubhouse, there's these bucket of like, they look like Nerf balls, like the Nerf balls you had like in high or elementary school or whatever. And each player, as he's going off, has to sign one of these Nerf balls and then throw it inside up in the grandstands where the season ticket holders are. Like, dude, that's like a game changer for an organization that felt like we've been robbed and been treated wrong with the Weavers. And now we get to Shad Khan and we had a great opportunity to go to the Super Bowl. And then somehow we fumbled it with Jalen Ramsey and all this other stuff. It's definitely nice to see it coming back to us. Well, it's definitely nice to see it coming back to us. So that's what I have to say about my Jags. So what do you got? Hit me.
I will say this about your camp. I seen the video. Sam's boy Gardner Minshew threw a crossing route to Marvin Jones and threw it completely behind him. Yeah. And he made a spectacular catch from behind, spin around and ran it for a good another 20 yards. Marvin Jones was a great pickup for you guys. Like,
oh yeah, I told you guys I love to pick up a Marvin Jones.
John Ha actually is John Ha is actually watching, and he just left us a comment. Justin, when you said that the Jaguars fumbled it, he would like you to know it was Miles Jack who fumbled it.
Ooh. He wanted you to know so badly.
He fumble recovered it, and he wasn't down, but
it's like Kevin Dyson was 2 yards short.
Yeah.
I don't know what that dog is saying, but I agree.
He's saying, "Get off this podcast. They're hurting my ears with this delusionalness."
Yeah, but that's all I got for my Jags. What you guys got for me? You got anything?
I actually told Sam this, or maybe the admin group this. Maybe it was today or yesterday. I honestly feel like the Jags can win 6 or 7 games this year.
Thank you.
Like the schedule lines up for them. Again, I think.
Look, even his Wi-Fi
Trevor
connection
Lawrence
is tired of
they
hearing.
have the right
he's cutting
pieces
out.
around him. I think they can be successful. Oh, am I still cutting out? My internet's probably messing up. I did think they can win like 6 or 7 games this year.
I agree.
Wow.
Don't be surprised if they come in second somehow.
Behind the Colts, yeah, I wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah, the Titans' first 8 games is too tough for them. It is. You can't say it's not.
I mean,
The first half of the season is terrible.
Definitely battle tested. We have the team to go up. We have the team to run through that schedule.
All right, we'll find out.
Don Ha says, we're going to save this. This is being recorded. It is going to be on podcast. I'm sure he will be on next week. So I have to mention this. Jonathan Hautier, which we call Ha, because I can never
That's the little high.
pronounce his. Yeah, little Hazex.
Oh,
Says,
okay.
I joke, but I also think the Jags can get to 7 wins.
Yeah, I mean it's.
We're saving that
look
one
at
for
the
next week.
schedule.
Had 1 win last year. How worse can they get? They only can improve.
And
Listen, started from the bottom, now we're here. Okay.
And
Started from the
Rodgers,
bottom,
Drake.
now my whole team here.
in the middle.
Got the Jags over under 5.5 games. I will
Justin,
go.
Take the over.
Justin, what do you think?
I'm definitely taking the over.
Give us your prediction. What do you think the Jags are going this year?
If I think the floor is 6 games, I really do think they can win 6 games. If Gardner Minshew does not play a game, if Trevor Lawrence starts from day one, I think they win 6 games. I think their ceiling could be 7 to 8, and I think that they can compete because I think a couple of teams in our division, I won't speak names, are going to come down to earth a little bit more than what they want to hear.
Agreed.
Yep, I agree.
But yeah, I definitely think 6 is the floor, and I think I'll say it. I'll put my name on it. I think we can get to 8. I think that's realistic.
9 and 7.
I'll take 9
They
and
play
8.
17 games, not 16.
Yeah,
Do your math right.
That's what.
Justin, Samantha, take the over 5.5 on the Jags.
Yeah, I think they won 7 games. I think it's.
Yeah.
I don't think that's bad at all.
I'm just going to keep saying 9 and 7. So then if it's like,
9 and 8, you'll actually be right
yeah.
because it equals 17, not 16.
But that's the thing of coming in last place last year. It helps them. They play nobody but
You got a case.
last place teams.
Yeah.
They have a very easy schedule.
That schedule's
Hey, Jalen Ramsey, thanks again. For doing your thing and helping the Jets win, so we don't get Zach Wilson. I appreciate it. Though we didn't get Trevor Lawrence with your draft pick, we do appreciate you being a little bitch and Trevor Lawrence.
You know what I think was better than not getting Zach Wilson, Justin?
What's that?
Not getting Zach Wilson's mom.
Zach Wilson's mom has got it going on.
Does she though? She really doesn't. She's so awful.
Ramsey.
Is that the lady that was salty that he didn't sign his deal or something?
No, she was the one that's like clout chasing him on Instagram.
Yeah.
Remember? Clout chasing moms.
Oh, yeah.
I think Jalen Ramsey just hated Tom. Well, it was a fact that he hated Tom Coughlin. He made that known. But I think
it was Dave Caldwell, not Tom Coughlin.
Both. It was both.
That was
It was
both.
It was
both.
a combination
It
of
was
both, yeah.
both.
damn,
But-
like,
That just went very toxic very quickly.
yeah, Jalen, he made it that way. He was going on social media with it.
Oh, yeah, for sure. He's definitely at blame for that, too.
Yeah, he just wasn't a good person in general. Like one of my clients actually has been a season ticket holder for years, has club seats. And I don't remember what he posted, but this is back when he was going on his rants and stuff. And he was being nasty on Instagram, and she wrote him, just was kind of like, hey, you probably should watch what you put on social media, because her son, I guess, was watching his videos or something. And she's like, you have young kids that look up to you that are watching this. And
Yeah.
he literally wrote her back and said, shut the fuck up, bitch.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
I mean, you just can't like, fuck you.
Because he
Get outta
doesn't
here.
care.
as a Florida State fan, I didn't see, Jameis's downfall coming, nor did I see Ramsey's outburst in random acts of,
A wildness, yeah. He wasn't like this at Florida State.
No, he definitely
He was very quiet. He was a
Yeah.
Because you're not allowed to be. for the most part. You have more rules about unsportsmanlike conduct and stuff.
That day on campus, yeah, they're watched heavily. So
Yeah, maybe that's
they
true.
definitely was partying. You know what I'm saying? They were partying, doing their thing.
Oh, of course they
but
were.
yeah, definitely.
Obviously eating crab legs and everything, right?
I mean,
About-
besides Deion Sanders, name me a Florida State player that went off the chain.
Peter Ward.
Oh shit! Yeah, you got me there.
Real quick. Yeah,
Yeah.
Peter Workhorse a beast.
I forgot he went to Florida State.
Yep.
Didn't
There's
they have
more.
another receiver that was really good?
Say that again?
Didn't they have
Calvin.
another receiver that was
Calvin
really good?
Benjamin, but I mean, he wasn't a head case.
Anquan Bolden.
There you go.
Anquan Bolden.
Yeah.
Anybody but Jordan Werner, right?
And it was a
Super
receiver that I really liked that the Jags had drafted. I forget his name. They picked him.
Was it Charlie Ward?
No.
Did he go to Florida
That was
He
a
went
long
to U
time
of
ago.
H.
This was more recent.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, Rashad Green.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rashad Green.
He was nice. I really liked him.
Yeah. But not
Well-
Jordan Werner, right? He was trash.
Well, if nobody else has anything else to add, anyone?
I wanna. Who said that real Titans fan comment? Who said that?
I'm not sure. It's
Donnie.
Okay,
Donnie
I'm gonna go back and find.
No, it was Michael Tessmer.
Oh, yeah, Tessmer, of course. Tessmer.
yeah. He's making fun of. He's using sarcasm because
Oh, it was Testament that did that. You talking about the
Yeah.
Rams?
Yeah, the Rams.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's the
all
old-
He's
It's
good.
the old guy. Yeah, it's the old guy crew. It's Donnie Stingley and Tessmer.
the old
Yeah.
guy crew.
Yeah, have you ever seen? Listen, have you ever seen the movie Grumpy Old Men? If you haven't, just watch it. That's Tessmer.
Is that basically Tessmer,
You gotta Photoshop the
Stingley, and Chris
You gotta do a
Waddle?
Photoshop now. Just
For
because
sure.
you do that, you gotta do it now.
With them in the boat. Mhm.
Yeah. Before we do bounce, September 1st is going to be the launch of our new network, the Pigskin Podcast Network. So make sure you check it out. They have a Titans and a Colts podcast on there, but nothing better than the AFC South fan battle. So make sure you check it out.
Definitely.
I think
100.
overall,
I'm getting cussed out now. They really are grumpy.
Yeah.
I got fuck you, Sam, and then I got hey, I'm only 41.
I think, just while we're sitting on the topic, right? I think lots of really, really cool stuff coming our way this season. I think we're gonna implement some really fun stuff for all of our groups, right? So definitely stay tuned for what we got planned this season.
Tell them about the Discord.
Yeah, I didn't know if we wanted to let it go, but yeah, we are going to start a Discord channel. Courtesy Justin. Thank you, Mr. Bearded Guns, my guy. We're going to start a Discord channel, probably move all of our game threads to Discord, do some really neat things there. We just started a Twitch channel, so follow us on Twitch.
And a website come soon as well.
We got a website coming soon. Follow us on YouTube.
Merch.
Merch. We've got merchandise. The hashtag facts is coming. Like we've got some really
Hashtag
neat
Team
stuff
Hank.
working on.
No. Listen, don't abuse me, okay? I'm already getting abused. If anybody is watching the live, they are going at me in this comment thread right now. Rent free on you clowns. Another satisfied customer. Ramsey lover.
Satisfied.
That sounds
Jeez.
like Testament.
It's all of
No,
them.
that's not
It's all of them. It's the grumpy old man.
Oh, he said my birthday's tomorrow. Happy birthday, Stingley. Donnie Stingley.
Who was you going
Donnie,
to 58?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Are you turning 65? Going to qualify for those senior citizen benefits?
Well, guys, if you have nothing else to add, we want to thank you for tuning in. Normally I'll go on tangents before the show, but I do want to tell everybody, if you're listening, wear your mask, take this shit
Oh, no.
seriously. I know like 20 people right now that are really sick. I know one that's on oxygen. I know 2 that are in the ICU. Please take it seriously. Wash your hands, wear your mask. Take care of each other. Hand sanitizer is not going to kill you, but please take it seriously. They are young as well. They're in their 30s. So please take it seriously. And we want to make sure that we have a football season. So let's do our part to make it there, please. I'm not going to go on any do vax, don't vax stuff, but The least you could do is wear your mask and wash your damn hands and quit getting in people's faces when they're at shopping.
I mean,
Hard.
definitely want a healthy football season. Yeah.
Yes. Let's
Definitely
make
want a
it.
healthy football season because I don't want anybody to have to forfeit because of.
That's
an
right.
outbreak.
First preseason game this Thursday. Nobody cares about it. It's the Cowboys. But anyways, we thank you guys for tuning in, and we will have some more updates for you next week.
Bye.
Football's back, baby.
Jesus.
Later.
Whoa.